Hey y'all, so this past week, one of the biggest questions that's been on my mind is who am I? And I know that that's a question that everyone goes through and everyone has to sort of find their own source of self, you know. And most people, they define themselves or if someone were to come up to them and ask, who are you? They would say, I am something that they do, I am a teacher, I am a painter, whatever. Something that they do, have done, have accomplished is how they will define themselves or say who they are. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that on some level because, if you are putting your source of self into something that could change, then you don't really have a strong sense of self, because if you are saying who you are is an artist or whatever, if something happens and you're no longer an artist, or if you switch your profession or whatever, it's like your who you think you are suddenly becomes confused, and you're like, well, who even am I if I'm not this? And I've had a lot of time to sort of mule over this question because, when I'm at my work, when I'm not teaching a class, I'm usually in the kitchen washing dishes, or I'm prepping for another class, and I'm usually by myself, so I'm just thinking. That's the main question that came up this past week, is who am I? And for some reason, I don't know, it's just I've been feeling very lost, and I've been feeling very confused, and just I don't know. I don't feel like I'm being fake or dishonest in any way, and that's kind of the sort of contradiction or paradox, because I feel like all of the things that I'm doing, all of the things that I say that I'm pursuing, everything like that, I really genuinely mean them. I genuinely, I love music, and I love expressing myself and all of that, and that's why I'm pursuing music therapy, and I all of the stuff that I'm doing, I'm not putting any fake facade on or whatever, but there's that. And then on the other side, for some reason, I feel so lost. I feel so like, who am I? What is me? What makes me me? Is everything I am just an influence from my environment? And even if it is that okay? And whenever I was washing dishes and stuff, I asked myself, if I could be anywhere else or doing whatever I wanted right now, what would that be? What would I want to be doing, or where would I want to be? And I genuinely didn't know. I had no idea. And that really scared me, because it was almost like, if I really knew myself, wouldn't I know where I wanted to be, or wouldn't I know what my dreams or what my aspirations are? Because it's just so hard for me right now to see my future. I mean, obviously we can't know the future, we can't know where we're gonna go, but we are, as people, we're working towards dreams, aspirations, that stuff that we want, so even if you don't know for sure if you're gonna get there, hopefully you're working towards something or somewhere that you want to be. And right now, I don't really know what that is. I have things that I enjoy doing, I have things that I like, and I guess I could see myself doing, but it's very strange, because the future to me just, sometimes it just doesn't exist. And lately I've just been so busy. I've been doing all of these things that are productive, that are for a reason, like I'm working to get money so I can pursue the education I want. I'm seeing old friends. I'm enjoying those things. It's not like I'm being fake or whatever, but at the same time, even though I've been so busy, I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything. I just feel like there's this part of me that I've just pushed behind, and without knowing, I am just ignoring it, or I don't even know. It just seems like, all of the way I act, all these things, they are not facades, they are not fake. I am being myself, but at the same time sometimes it just feels unreal, I guess. it there was something I thought a couple days ago, was that like I feel like I'm working towards this creating this life and this reality that isn't mine. Even though I've been so exhausted and I don't want to do anything, and I'm getting back into that sort of hopeless mindset, I've been forcing myself to create and to write and things like that. And I mean, afterwards I'm glad I did, but it's so much effort to do things sometimes. But I wanted to read part of just some stuff that I wrote that's related to this topic. Stuck in a continuous stream of water that always seems to end up back at the beginning. Always moving, growing, creating, but never reaching where I need to go. Maybe I'm actually moving forward. Maybe I'm where I'm supposed to be. But it feels like someone else's reality. I'm sorry again that this Weekly Thoughts is just kind of all over the place and depressing, but it's real and genuine, and that's what I want to be. I want to be authentic. I don't want to lie to myself. Be honest with yourself.